for me personally, not having a father was impactful, massively impactful, and confusing and difficult, and put lots of strain on our family, and particularly on my mother raising our family. Stigma and all those sorts of things. And I talk about that because I worry that we have got to a place in our society where it doesn't matter. And there are some parts, frankly, of the left that think it doesn't matter that fathers are not around. And I'm not now disparaging also same-sex relationship. If I had two mums, it would have been great. But I'm just saying two people here is important. And I do think for boys particularly, the role modelling of a positive kind of masculinity, and not the kind of peer group gang stuff that starts to creep in, is profoundly important. And I see the figures. I speak to young people at Felton. I speak to young offenders. I go to youth clubs. I go to our schools. And invariably when I speak to young people at risk, they are male, they are urban, and when I ask them if their dad's around, dad isn't. So there is a pattern here. And in the end, the government can't address that. Community has to address that. There are issues the government can do to make it easier for families to stay together. But that is a debate we've got to be having in community.
A lot of single mothers do live in poverty. Do you think that's something the government really does need to address?
I don't know if it's all about poverty. I think it's sometimes
said that.
No, I think sometimes it's about a poverty of ambition. Okay. You know, in the end, we've got to remind ourselves that in this community that I represent, of 220 languages, most people have arrived here, or their parents have arrived here, from much poorer countries than the one we live in. So I'm coming from a poor background myself. I'm not someone who says, oh, because we're poor, we can abandon our values. I just don't agree with that. I mean, it's why I'm slightly sceptical, frankly, of this presumption that says because you're poor or because you are angry with the police, it's okay to burn down someone's shop or burn down their home. It's not okay. It's not okay. You know, who are those shopkeepers? They're immigrants who work really hard. And anyway, let's remember the vast majority of young people did not do that.
Right.
So you've got to strike a balance here. You've got to strike a balance here. And some of that balance is about personal responsibility. My mother used to say you can be poor, but you can have pride. And I don't think we lose that at our peril, you know?
Thanks for the
interview.